I know there's a countdown, but
I'm taking Alexa and whooping your ass.
There's a lot of promises.
All right, here I come.
You better go. You better go upstairs.
it sounded like he said he was whooping his ass with the Alexa. Oh.
Is it him crying?
Yes.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Monsters, Myths, Mayhem podcast.
We don't even know what this podcast is about anymore. Oh! See? Hateful.
That O was just Chaotic's camera it's saying nope.
Yeah, so we're done here. We're not allowed to podcast anymore.
And she's back. Okay, so you don't know what this creature I'm going to talk about is, because I didn't give you any hints.
No.
Because I didn't know about till a couple days ago.
Till we decided that we were actually recording in a podcast again.
It has been a while, a couple days, a couple months, a couple weeks.
It's only been a couple days. You guys are fine. Get over it.
A couple time zones here and there. Well, Chaotic. Our mythical monster is both plant and animal. It's one of our few plant types.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Barometz?
No, but I'm excited that it's a plant.
Are you familiar with Dungeon Meshi?
Yes.
That's the most recent show that had them in it.
Okay, I've never watched Dungeon Meshi.
Okay.
But I probably
I
should.
recommend it because it has good looking food.
Oh no, I shouldn't watch it.
Because it's so
I'm gonna want nothing but hot pot.
They do a hot pot in it too.
Oh, of course they do.
It's eating monsters, pretty much. But the Barometz, get your imaging mind ready.
Okay.
Okay. Picture a stalk, like a sunflower stalk.
Okay, like a sunflower stalk.
Yep. Get rid of the sunflower.
Okay.
The top part.
Okay.
Now place a lamb on top of it.
Just the head or a whole lamb?
Whole lamb from it's like an umbilical cord sticking out of its stomach.
Okay.
That's the Barometz.
What the fuck? Are we sure it's a plant?
It is debatable. They call it a zoophile, or they used to call it a zoophile. There's a new term for it now, which means it's both plant and animal.
Okay.
It was debated. There's a couple versions of it to where it is actually meaty up top. The lamb is actual meaty lamb.
Okay.
Or it's just like vegetable, like a fruit.
Like have you ever seen those jackfruits?
No.
They're like really spiky, and when you open them, it's meat, but it's a fruit. So it's like a mock meat.
They look kind of like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, but can you see them opened? The stuff that pulls out, it tastes like
it looks
meat.
like a... Huh.
Because I've had jackfruit tacos. Because they can like barbecue it and stuff just like meat. It shreds like meat and everything.
It's kind of like those honeybees that make honey out of meat.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah.
From, I think they're South America. The honeybees gather around decomposing corpses, and then they go back to the hive and they make the honey out of the meat. So it's like a meaty honey.
Ew.
I don't think people actually eat it.
People actually eat jackfruit, though. That's what that reminds me of. It's like you break open the lamb and maybe it's meat, but maybe it's fruity. You know, might be a little textury.
Yeah. The Barometz also has a different name, which would have given it away. It's called the vegetable lamb of Tartary, which they believe came from Tartar.
Oh, that does not surprise me.
which is like a Asian country,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where this kind of originates from, is that Asian
Say
continent.
the original name for them again.
The vegetable lamb of
No, no, no,
Tartary,
no, no, no. The other one.
Barometz.
The Barometz.
Yeah.
The Barometz.
I didn't even think about that.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, that one way over my head. That's a good one.
That's how you should have started it. And then I would have been like, why are you talking about a fucking lamb? Aren't we talking about vegetables?
The lamb grows in kind of different ways. So
Mhm.
the sunflower was the more common way now.
Mm-hmm.
The another way which came first was it grew up and then limbs came or stems came off of the main uh stems came off of the main trunk of this plant. Then it got a bunch of little pods on it. And once the pods ripened, little tiny lambs came out. And they were just little tiny lambs on the end of these stems.
I was going to say that you know those snapdragons that look like dragon heads? Have you ever seen those
Yeah,
flowers?
I think so.
That's what I was picturing. Just a bunch of little lambs coming off of like these droopy things.
Which will, can you picture that in your head and tell me what plant you would think about with you being from the South?
Can I picture it in my head and think of what plant?
Yes. Because they
Being from
actually
the
did
South.
debunk this monster and
Oh
figure
my
out what it
god, is
was.
it fucking cotton?
It is.
Is it fucking cotton? They thought this was an actual monster?
Yep. Because if you think about it, early medieval, like 1500s scholars, how would they describe this plant, the cotton plant?
How would I explain it?
Yeah, how do you think they would describe it as? That
I
was
mean, yeah, it does kind of look like little
Yeah.
lambs.
because they make their clothes out of it,
Yeah.
and because you make clothes out of sheep's wool, so they
But
just
they full-fledged turn this into something like when you pop it open there's meat in it. Like
Yep.
how did we get that far into the myth before people were like it's just cotton?
uh would you like to know the strengths and weaknesses of this monster?
Yes, immediately.
So it is edible.
No, it's not. Please don't eat it.
They
Do
said
not
it
go
was
eat
edible.
cotton. Okay, anyways.
But to eat it, you gotta wait till it dies first, and it will end itself eventually.
Are they committing sewer slide?
Well, on the first version I said with the single lamb on top of the stem, sometimes that stem was flexible enough for the lamb to reach the ground, and then it would eat every piece of vegetation or that it could reach within the stem around it. Then once it ate all its food around it, it would just die.
It's like I've eaten everything for Valhalla. Oh no.
Pretty much. And one account I seen said that it was like kind of like a watermelon vine it lived on.
I could kind of picture that.
But it was still attached via its umbilical cord spot.
Why are we like this? Why?
I'm not sure what would happen if it came close enough to another one, if it tried to eat the other one's stalk. Because if you sever its stalk, it kills it.
The fact that this has been debunked as cotton has me picturing mimic pieces of cotton trying to eat each
Yes.
other. Just a piece of cotton that's just meow, meow, meow.
And there's only two carnivores that would actually go after. Well, one omnivore and one carnivore that would actually go after this monster to eat it. One being humans,
Yeah, don't eat it.
the other one being wolves.
Because they're lambs.
Yeah.
I'm fucking crying. Oh, these poor people. Oh,
Life without
I
the internet.
truly, truly. Uh,
You were going to say something?
I don't remember. I don't. The internet can't fix that. I don't remember. A whole 2 seconds passed. No idea what it was going to be.
They actually did give another plant the Barometz name, though. They said it could possibly be it. And it was called the Schibatorium Barometz, which is a fern.
Barometz.
I'll send you a picture.
I'm so excited right now.
It's a very fuzzy fern.
Okay. It's very terrifying. Why does it look like that?
It is. I don't
It's
know.
unsettling.
And they just get furrier, it seems like.
Oh my god. That looks like a squirrel's tail. It looks like Squirrel Girl's in the ground and she just left her tail up.
That's all there really is about the vegetable lamb, because it's a lamb vegetable.
Fair.
But there is other things that are similar. I found they had one of them that we might have to look into more. But so there was from Jewish folklore, I'll probably pronounce this wrong, a yedua,
Okay.
which is a lamb on top of a stem that can only be killed if you sever the stem with an arrow.
How specific?
Yeah. And once it died, you could use the lamb's bones in divination and prophetic ceremonies. Another one I seen was called the Judah, which was a human-shaped plant animal. So instead of lamb, it was human-shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Still connected via umbilical cord stem, but is very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
It grabbed and killed any creature that wandered too close.
Naturally.
Still kill it by severing the stem.
Mm-hmm.
And a third one from your favorite set of islands, the Orkney Islands,
No.
which was called the barnacle tree.
Oh, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
It was a tree said to lean over top of water, and when its fruit got ripe, it hatched barnacle geese.
Ew! Are they
So-
geese covered in barnacles?
No, it's an actual type of goose that's in real life. It hatched these geese.
No.
I sent you a picture of a barnacle goose.
Oh my god, it's so cool, but so ugly.
It's a little cooler, I think, than the Canadian geese.
I agree.
Do you wish you go on the media?
Yes. Yeah, get me away from this barnacle goose.
Okay.
Fucking geese.
So,
Mm-hmm.
it is in Monsters Musume,
Mm-hmm.
which is an anime about monster girls.
Oh.
A video game called Odin's Spear. Delicious in Dungeons, or Dungeon Meshi. The anime Little Witch Academia.
Okay.
And I seen they got a version of it in Final Fantasy, which is just a man-eating plant.
I love that for us. Which Final Fantasy?
I think 14.
I think that's the one I play.
Yes. Yeah, but that's all I could find. Besides, they got books and everything else written about it.
Mm-hmm.
Books and literature. But I didn't see any podcasts about it. There is one song titled Barometz from like a Japanese singer on Spotify.
Barometz. I'm never going to stop. You can't make me. I'm going to always pronounce it like that.
Well, would you like to move on to Mayhem? Because I got a good place to put this one in the school.
I do want to know, yes.
So, in actuality, in I think this would make raising sheep a lot easier in modern day me.
Uh-huh.
Because then you just put the sheep out to pasture. You just plant these seeds and it grows a whole sheep. You don't have to
Yeah.
feed it. It eats itself. Eats the.
It eats itself.
Well, technically, it does.
Technically.
Sounds like it grows pretty fast too.
Do you need your claws clipped? It does. It does grow pretty fast. Is that what you would do for the school? We would plant it?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I'd say this belongs on the school's lunch menu.
Oh no.
It'd be both vegetarian and meat.
I don't know. The vegetarians would not agree with you.
It's technically a plant.
I guess.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure how vegetarian works. Is it? Would it still be considered it because it grows on a stalk, even though it tastes like meat?
I mean, the jackfruit is technically fruit. Like, it's not actual meat. But these things are alive. So I don't think vegetarians would eat it.
So are plants.
Yeah, but jackfruits don't have a face. That's the general rule with a vegetarian. If it has a face, they don't eat it.
You can get rid of the face.
Oh, that's not how you solve that problem.
That was a joke.
No, it wasn't. He's lying. It's how he genuinely feels.
What would you do? What would you... What, blah, 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 blah. Where would you place it?
I would place it in horticulture. I wouldn't place it there to feed us, but I would place it in horticulture. It'd be like a mandrake for me. I bet it has healing properties and stuff. I bet there's things that we could do with it, or, you know, I'm sure nobody, before we found out it was actually cotton, I'm sure that there's things that they didn't try or that they didn't attempt with something like that. Different ways to, you could even, I bet nobody even tried to like crossbreed. It's all kinds of stuff we could experiment with that. They'd be in horticulture.
I did find one note that said its blood tastes like honey.
Ew, stop.
Yeah, it's sweet like honey.
Brother. Yeah, you tell him, Feyre.
Yeah, but that's a good place to put it too, horticulture class. Crossbreeding them.
Mm-hmm, yeah, just doing things with them to see what you can do or what healing properties they have or what their functionality is.
What would you cross it with? A mandrake?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be terrifying.
A screaming lamb?
Yeah.
I like one of those screaming
There's
goats.
like the fainting goats. Yeah.
It's standing straight up on its stem, like 6 feet in the air. You run up to it, it falls over.
Yeah, it gets droopy.
Yeah. Stem tile dysfunction. I guess with that, it's a good, nice, short episode back.
Yes.
I'd like to thank everybody for listening. Thank our patrons of Mondi, Mage, and Ruby still. And thank Kaotic for scheduling time in.
Yes, I'm sorry. I am the problem.
For podcast news, hopefully we're just going to keep on keeping on. Any Chaotic news?
When are we posting this?
Sometime this week, hopefully.
Well, if we post it before Saturday, I am starting my birthday subathon. If we reach 1,000, I've promised to play Minecraft against my own judgment. And there's all kinds of incentives and fun stuff. I'm also quitting full-time content creation. It just means that I'm not going to be streaming full-time all the time anymore. I'm just going to kind of stream when I feel like it. That's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. My leg is still not great. My health is wilding right now. So there's that. That's about it.
Well, hopefully health goes up.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
With this Chaotic with the outro.
Yep.
Go ahead, Chaotic. Say the outro. Chicken jockey.
Thank you for listening to the Monsters, Myths, and Mayhem podcast. Silver and Chaotic take you into the depth of the lore and discuss how these legends could affect modern-day society. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or almost any podcast service easiest to you.
Dive into the depths of chaos with us every Wednesday, Bar Silver and Kaotic not missing their scheduling, and consider joining the podcast Discord or Twitter, following even more insider looks and even some D&D sessions. If you'd like some extra special inside looks or even want to be a guest on the show, consider helping us via Patreon. Your help makes such a big difference to us both. Until next time, Mythics, you never know what kind of mayhem you might